Hi Leo, it's Suzanne, Sunny Forest Tarot. How are you? I was definitely called to do your reading first today, so I'm not really sure what is going on, but we're going to find out, okay? Three shuffles here. Everything has been pre-shuffled for you. One more. Let's see what's going on for Leo this week. This is your reading for April 8th through April 14th. Okay? All right, so let's see here. All right, so this first card we have deep emotional healing. All right, and that says your heart is ready to heal from past experiences and you are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. All right, so that could be you or for the person that you're watching this for. All right, and then we have down here, we have value your self-worth. And it says, you are God's precious gem. All right. So, these are, by the way, these are the crystal angel cards. So let's see what this is all about. I'm interested. I'm very interested to do this reading this week, Leo. All right, so I'm going to use the Thelema cards this week. These are some of my favorite cards. I just think the images are just, I don't know, I'm just drawn to these cards. I feel like the energy has really, really shifted this week. I don't know if you feel that. I don't know if it's from Mercury going direct, but definitely feel a shift this week. All right, let's see what we have here. Ooh. Hi, Priestess. All right. So with this deep emotional healing, I feel like somebody is really listening to their intuition, really, and I feel like this is a little bit new for this person. Okay, this isn't something that they're really used to, that they're really called to do, but something is within them, and I like I always say, I'll let you know as soon as I feel who is who. I feel like this is the person that you're watching this video for. Okay? So when you really tap into your intuition, you're really tapping into your power, your connection with source, with God, with the universe. Okay? So again, I feel like this is new for this person. Okay, something has happened for this person that has triggered this for them, and it could be something with you. We'll see, but something has happened for this person. Okay, down here we have the Emperor. So far, and this is Aries. So far, we only have major arcana. So it's not surprising to me that, I was called to do Leo first. Okay, you valuing your self-worth. You're God's precious gem. The Emperor definitely owns that, okay? Aries energy, this feels very fiery, okay? knowing what you bring to the table, knowing that you have a lot to offer. Um, the emperor can be somewhat controlling, but I feel like it's for good. Okay. Um, I feel like it's more about really tapping into internal wisdom. Okay. Knowing, just having a sense of knowing is what I'm getting down here so far. Okay, so we have Six of Pentacles, Earth energy here. This person has decided to finally give to themselves. I don't feel like they were giving to themselves the way that they needed to, and I feel like this is around really understanding what they bring to the table in a relationship, and really about getting past some of the emotional experiences that they've had in their life, and realizing that they can move past it. And I feel like this person always, if they were in a relationship, they were the lesser of the two. They were the person that didn't make the decision. They were the person that gave in the argument. They were the person that, there's almost a martyr energy here. So I feel like they're finally giving to themselves what they need. And with tapping into their intuition, I feel like that's playing a huge part in it. They're finally listening and receiving some of the guidance, from spirit and from the universe and from God around them. They're like taking a moment, they're being quiet, and they're listening to what it is how they need to put themselves first. Okay, I don't think that, that's something that I feel has bothered you. I feel like you feel like they haven't put themselves in the light that they should in the past, with you and with others. I think more so even with others. Like, you have watched them, get walked on. And that really bothers you and has bothered you. Okay, so for you down here, we have Five of Wands. All right, so I feel like you could be testing a little bit of their growth, okay? How you do that, you might challenge them on something. You might get into some type of back and forth debate with them. And I feel like you almost do it on purpose, just to see, how they handle it. Because I really feel like this person is really going through something right now. And I feel like you want to see them get there. Okay, this is somebody that you do have romantic feelings for. But this has been an issue between the two of you, whether you're together or not right now. And I don't feel like you're together. But I feel like this person is really just, finding their own fire. They see your fire. They see, how you behave in the world and how you expect the best from situations, from people. they see that you believe that you deserve the best, right? And, I think they've learned a lot from you by being around you. And I almost feel like the way that they have viewed themselves in the past, I feel like has been a hindrance to this relationship. I don't feel like this has gotten off the ground yet. Six of Wands. Okay. So I feel like this is going to be a victory for them. They're going to come through this. And, it's interesting that they have fire energy here. I feel like this is a huge victory for them. It's not a victory of ego. This is a victory of self-growth for this person. It's almost like this person had to go through this. The fact that they met you almost triggered this growth in them. Okay? It was necessary. It was necessary for them to go through this. To really see their self-worth, their value. Not only in this relationship, but, in life. Eight of Pentacles. You are really willing to work on this with them. You're willing to help them. You're willing to support them. I feel like you have strong feelings for this person, but it's very unlike you to be drawn to this type of person. This is an unusual pairing, but I feel like this person is going to come through. And on the other side of it, it's almost like they're going to come to you in a very different fashion than you have seen them in the past. When they do come back, you're going to test them. You are. I feel like, you had no problem sharing your feelings, your attraction for this person at some point. Maybe you didn't vocalize it, but I feel like you showed it in some way. And this person, the reason that, they held back, or maybe they didn't come forward, they didn't want you to see this side of them. Whether they realize it or not, you already knew. You already saw this in them. You saw this challenge that they had with their self-worth, okay? But I feel like it's balancing out, and they are going to come out victorious here, where when they do show themselves to you again, it's going to be with confidence. I really, really feel that. I'm going to clarify the Six of Wands here. The Wheel. Yeah. So this is, like I said, I feel like this is something that they were meant to go through. This was a destined connection, but the reason that the connection came together in a way was almost because they needed this to grow. And I want to say that it was motivation to come in for you in the way that they want to, but it's even higher than that. It's more than that. It's because this is something that they've been dealing with their entire life. Okay? They're the person that, will not speak up at meetings, even though they have great ideas. They're the person that, wants to compliment people, but feels like, maybe that will offend that person. You know, this is the person that wants to go out for drinks after work, but feels like maybe they won't have the right things to say, so they find an excuse not to go. Yeah. But the wheel is about destiny and, you know, moving through this cycle, finally putting an end to this cycle that they have been going through. That's a tough thing to go through. You know, and this stems from childhood. It really does. You know, maybe somebody shut them down when they were speaking about something that they were passionate about. It can literally be that simple. Or somebody made them feel like they were not, you know, what they had to say was not valuable. You know, and when that happens in those formative years, that really sticks with people. You know, and I feel like this person is going through something, and they're not necessarily spending a lot of time talking to other people about this. They've really decided to go within. You know, and when, you know, because when you seek external forces or external people to help you figure out what your issues and challenges are, you're going to get differing opinions from everybody. You know, when you can get to the point where you can seek counsel internally and from the universe and from God, that's what's going to, you know, elevate this person's vibration, this person's ability to see their value, right? And if they haven't seen their value in the past, then of course someone like yourself, who, you know, very, very confident, but also very, very romantic, you know, you will go out of your way for this person and for people that you care about. Okay, and I feel like you have done that. And, you know, and what I also feel is impressive for you is I feel like you are allowing them to go through this. Like you can see, like you have a knowing about what is challenging this person that you care about, that I feel like, you know, that you love. But at the same time, in a way, you're repulsed by this behavior. And, you know, which certainly is a challenge. But I feel like they're going to come out victorious right here, 6 of Wands. And, you know, this was destined. This was something that they needed to go through. And I almost feel like you know that. You know that. So let's find out what all of this work that you've been doing, and a lot of the work has been patience for you, okay? Let's see. Judgment. They're coming back. They're coming back, you know, and they're coming back different. They're coming back different. This needed to happen. Lots of major arcana here. The Wheel, the Emperor, the High Priestess, Judgment. Definitely a destined meeting, this was for this person. And when they come back, the way that they are going to be different, they're going to be able to express. They're not going to be afraid to speak up. And I think when they do speak up, you're going to be surprised to what they have to say. Okay? Because this is somebody that's been shut down all their life. Okay? And when somebody's been shut down all their life, what they do is they shut down. They feel like their opinion doesn't matter, or they feel like they're going to be ridiculed for having certain feelings and for having, you know, for expressing themselves, which is, that's, you know, everybody's opinion counts. I can definitely relate to this, okay? I can definitely relate to this person, okay? There were many times when, you know, this was my story. And there's a lot going on inside that you're not expressing. You want to, but, you know, this person has a huge inner world going on. And I would definitely say that, you know, that I did as well. You know, not necessarily building themselves up, but really breaking themselves down. They were their own worst enemy. I feel like this could be an earth sign. 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like that's what's going on. And when they come back, they are going to, they're going to surprise you. They really are. All right, let's see what romance angels have to say about this story. Hurt my thumb, so my shuffling is a little bit on the weak side this week. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay, so this didn't necessarily come out in the story, but, you know, if part of why this person behaves and acts the way that they do, it could be because of a really unsupportive marriage that they have gone through, okay, where they were shut down, or maybe they felt like they didn't have any control. They couldn't say what they thought, and this carried over into, you know, into their life. So, you know, if they had this situation in childhood, you know, then they have the tendency to pick somebody that, you know, almost does the same thing and provokes the same thing in them. And the reason being is because that's the area that they needed to heal. Okay. So I feel like this is somebody that, you know, whether it's, you know, a marriage or a relationship that they're getting out of, it's because this person helped them to grow, first of all, but it was not necessarily a happy relationship. And I don't think this person really expressed how unhappy this relationship truly was to you. All right, then you have forgiving and learning. Okay, and I think that this is a wonderful card for you guys to get. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I think that this situation has frustrated you, and I think that when they come back, I already feel like you have forgiven how this person has been. I think, you know enough where you know they might be going through something. And I feel like it's spawning some growth in you too. Okay? And it could be that, you know, I feel like there's patience here. Definitely patience with judgment, with this person taking the time that they need to get themselves straight and come back to you in a victorious way. And this has been something that's destined, fated for both of you to go through. I think that this has been a big lesson period for both of you. And that's never a bad thing. I feel like this is happening now. It feels like it's happening now. I feel like somebody is, you know, like there could be a call this week or somebody could show up this week. It feels very, very current. Very current. There's nothing here. There's nothing here that indicates to me that it just feels current to me. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I feel like this person is very important to you. And again, it could go vice versa. This definitely could be you, but I do feel like this is you. Okay. You know, that's just, that feels very solid to me. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, but it feels very solid that this is you. And you have been very patient with this person. And this person, when they come back, they're going to be different. They are going to be different. And you know what? So are you. Okay? All right, because you know, you guys like to get things done. You like to move things forward. You like to, you know, you're fire. You know, I admire fire. Admire fire. That rhymes. I admire that. I really do. Fire is almost the opposite of earth. And I feel like this person is a potential earth sign. Okay. And so, you know, if this person has been somewhat slow in their movement, you know, that's probably frustrated you and called on you to have patience. Okay. So, all right, Leo, that's what I have for you this week. I'm probably going to be doing something a little bit different next week. And keep in mind, general reading, if it doesn't resonate, no problem. You might want to check out, you know, your moon or your rising or even your Venus signs, sometimes, or a title in one of the videos. If it calls out to you, you know, watch that video. There might be something in there for you. You know, you probably see that I really don't pay as much attention to, you know, specific signs, because I just feel like it's energy. It's all energy. So I don't call out the signs as much. You know, I'm trying to do that a little bit more, but I don't think it, you know, I think it's more energy than the actual zodiac signs. If you want a more detailed personal reading, you can always reach out to me. All of the information is in the description box below, and I would be happy to do that for you. So, Leo, thank you so much. Thank you for your views, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. I really appreciate it. All right. I will talk to you next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.